You're listening to the BOTB Football Show with TJ Weber.
Let me tell you something. I'm on fire. You better listen to me. If you want to win this week, listen to TJ Weber.
Zach Zook.
I think that they're going to come out and just absolutely shit rail the Eagles.
Big Webb.
Where's the beer?
And Nick Yale.
Yeah, that was huge.
And welcome into Cafe Telegraph here at 2650 Telegraph Road, guys, for the final show of the season here at Cafe Telegraph. What the hell's going on with you?
It's a great day.
It's a great day. We're here in a new spot. If anybody's used to our normal spot, we're in a new spot for the last week. It's fantastic.
Off a little bit by this, though.
Hey, it's a beautiful position. I like it right in the center.
I kind of dig it. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle here.
We got the TVs there. We're kind of closed off. We're in this little comfy booth, nice and cozy, TJ.
That's right.
On this cold day.
I feel like I'm on a date or something.
Come on a date.
Oh, we'll take a booth.
Yeah.
Like Big Webb's is kind of stuck in here. You really can't go
I know,
anywhere.
it really
I mean,
is.
we're getting all nice and cozy.
If there was a fire,
It's a Big
I gotta
Web
count
sandwich.
on you guys.
Good thing that we're all very close and not sick or anything. Cause,
Yeah, I told people, hey, everybody's getting sick out there. Stay away from me, especially you, TJ.
Yeah, I'm getting a little sick myself, but that's okay. Hey, it's the holiday season. It's awesome. Nick, we basically are Santa Claus. We got some great giveaways to give away today here at Cafe T.
Just gift cards on gift cards.
Gift cards on gift cards.
Got to share this post. If you're watching on Facebook Live at home, share this post to enter to get a $20 gift card for here at Cafe Telegraph as well. We got two other ones we're giving away for live audience participation later in the show.
That's right. Little trivia
Come on
action
down
going
to Cafe Telegraph, 2650 Telegraph Road.
Good crowd already. I know we got some more coming in.
Filling in.
It's the holiday season. Everybody getting
Holiday
ready.
season.
Some Week 16 football. It's going to be a great time. Zook is not here. He's on the road. Shocker.
He's on assignment with the family.
Yeah, which
On
we
assignment.
understand. We understand. He's from Bloomington, Illinois, I believe. So we'll be hearing from Zook here in about 20 minutes or so. So, Nick, we would not be here, though, we always talk about, without our great sponsors. Cafe Telegraph, of course, 2650 Telegraph Road. The best smoked meats in town.
The best.
The best in town. You said the coldest water as well?
Coldest water right here.
Yeah, coldest water. Ice cold beer. Great people, and they've been awesome to us all season long, so we're really excited for the future with Cafe T. Also, shout out K. Roberts Remax Gold. I'm telling you guys, the best real estate agent in town. How many times have I told you? I'll keep telling you it. 314-409-4113. The crowd goes wild for K. Roberts from Remax Gold. She helped me and my wife get our first home, and she is in the audience today. She's a loyal listener.
Big supporter
of the program. Also, Family Finance Mortgage, Sarah Barron, 314-537-1282. Worked with Kay, worked with me and Laura to get our first home. She's always around the clock working for us, answering texts and calls at 7:30 at night. She's awesome. She's the best. Again, 314-537-1282. And last but not least, Nick, St. Louis Distillery.
St. Louis Distillery. TJ, we like the brew vodka because it's distilled from craft beer. It's affordable and it's delicious. TJ, you and I are both enjoying some brew vodka last night.
We did
on our Saturday evening.
Well, actually, we had the Starka.
You guys had the Starka.
I
was drinking the brew. I like the BRU, the brew vodka.
We started the Starka, and TJ says, "Hey, let's do a shot for the show."
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm taking a shot, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't get it. Let's do another one." I cut it
Just
out.
slammed
We
another
had about
shot.
3 of them dead. By the third one, I was like, you got
I got it.
I tell you what, it's delicious, it's affordable, it's delectable, and you can pick up a bottle at 755 Friedens Road, Sweet Bee, St. Charles, Missouri, 63303. If you go over there to St. Louis Distillery, tell them TJ and Nick from Brews in the Balcony sent you. TJ, you get a free tour and a free tasting.
Is that what you get?
You get a free tour and a free tasting.
That was very smooth, by the way.
It was very smooth.
It's tasty. It's
Yeah.
tasty. Like I said, you don't need a chaser for it. It just goes right down, no bite to it.
Yep.
And that's because it's made with love, TJ.
Is that right? Is that what they say?
Love.
Okay.
So go over to STLDistillery.com, pick up a bottle of brew vodka or the Starka or the Cardinal Sin vodka. Great holiday gift items for a family member or a friend this Christmas holiday season.
Christmas holiday season.
Christmas or holidays. There are more holidays that are celebrated in December than just Christmas. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Sure.
Whatever else you celebrate.
Week 17.
Week 17.
Week 17 of the NFL.
Playoff
of
starts.
the BOTB football show.
Sure. Yeah,
You have
100%.
fantasy championships going on this weekend. Big big things going.
Again, guys, a reminder, as Nick mentioned, we'll mention it all throughout the show. We'll draw the name at the end of the show, but if you share this post right now on Facebook, you get a chance and get your name in the hat for a $20 gift certificate from Cafe T. Free if you just share it. All you got to do is share it.
All you
to
got to
have
do
a
is hit that
chance to
share
get in.
button. Hit
the
that
share button. You get an opportunity to come to Cafe T, get a $20 gift card. Gentlemen, this is a special show because it's the final one here at Cafe Telegraph this season, and obviously we'll be continuing our playoff coverage after Week 17. I'll be in Las Vegas next week, so we will not be doing a Week 17 show, but the playoff shows, we will be bringing them to you. Still giving more Cafe T gift cards away.
Yep.
It's going to be a great time, but we'll be live from the Brews on the Balcony studios. But what I wanted to bring up, guys, now that this is our final show at Cafe T this season, what has been your favorite moment here at Cafe Telegraph this year?
Oh, my.
I mean,
It's tough, putting you on the spot.
Yeah, it's always fun hanging out, watching the games with everybody, all the great listeners that come out and support the program in person. And we've had a variety of people, obviously a lot of people that come out every week, big supporters, and then even people that just came out one week, to come see it. Has been super special. I think my favorite moment was when I went as Gardner Minshew on the Halloween episode. Shaved off the beard and wore the Minshew Mania, watching the Jagwagon and my QB1 do some damage there earlier on in the season. And then, of course, Drew Lock. I mean, just love to see it. QB1 from Missouri. My QBs are doing well this year.
Yeah, okay. Dad, what about you?
I think I enjoy all the last-minute stuff that's going on today. Laura bringing equipment into the place. The last
That's
second,
right, the MVP.
Driving from St. Charles.
Yep.
TJ would licorice on his shirt, and we'd drive all the way down and go to his house and
Licorice,
break in there and
lettuce.
pick up some more stuff and bring it in there. I love the clutter.
I mean, that's the Brews on the Balcony difference.
That's
That's
exactly
right.
It wouldn't be Brews
Very-
on the Balcony without, a little mishap right before the show begins.
Yeah, I mean,
we always come out okay, though.
The show must go on, and it's always
There's always some bumps and
the
scratches,
clutter,
something
but
at the
very,
end of
very
it.
fun.
It's
Exactly.
all part
For
of it.
16 weeks, though, for it to go relatively smoothly without missing any shows,
Yeah.
without skipping anything, without, any major mishaps going on.
Yeah.
Minor mishaps can
Here
be
and there,
can
here and there.
overcome,
And
yeah.
these folks here in this building, Cafe Telegraph, have been amazing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, they're
You
unbelievable.
walk in, what can we help you with? You need an extension cord, you need a cup of coffee, what can we, my buddy Shonda back there, Chandelier.
A plus
she helps us
service.
out.
A plus service.
A-plus service. Let's see. Nick Tolley, Nick's number one guy, he says, how much is Zach Zook going to lose this fantasy championship by? Yes, in the BOTB Fantasy League,
big
it's Zook
things going
against
on.
Tolley
I
today.
know. Yeah.
What do you got, Nick? What's your projection?
Well, I think Tolley's going to take this one home. He's had a strong team all year long, and Zook's had been right there in it. But Tolley, I think, from top to bottom, has just had a great year in fantasy and is in the running to take home the BOTB championship. I will be doing another beer mile since I said that if I don't finish in first place in the BOTB
You did
football
say that, yep.
show fantasy bracket standings league, that I would do another beer mile. So I'm in the running for another beer mile, which will be exciting to see. I know Tolley's super excited about that one. I think he was ripping on me on my first beer mile for my lackluster performance out there, which was just abysmal. But overall, yeah, I think Tolley's going to take this one home. There's going to be some awards there in the running for Tolley. Zook can't win anything because he's a part of the show. But
Right.
maybe a T-shirt and a gift card for Tolley if he brings home the W. I
Tolley,
think-
too, is also at the top of the standings.
he's in the running for
He's in the running for the standings,
pick'em
too. This guy,
too.
this football guy
This
over
guy's
here.
a football expert right here,
I
man.
tell you what.
Just if you need some picks, go to Tolley.
Let's see. Laura from the audience says, I think Zook just dropped in this week's rankings
Yeah,
for
it's
lack of
probably true.
dedication. And then right after, Nick, this is breaking news. Tolley, who you have been very
Oh, my
sideways with,
gosh.
he said he is definitely 6 right now. Nick Yale finally moved up
Wow.
from the 6th
Well, I
spot.
just gave him a nice compliment there on his fantasy performance this year and what he's doing in the BOTB football league.
You're
So-
sucking up.
So I'm
It's all fake.
I'm just
it's all for the camera.
No. I'm an honest guy. I'm an
Okay.
honest guy, and yes, Zook not showing up to the show definitely deserves him a bump down in the standings. Zook's a great guy though too.
Wait till Caller Joe chimes in on his
Yo.
beer mile,
Oh,
too.
my God.
Caller
yeah.
Joe's
He'll stir it up.
Yeah, he'll bury me. That's fine.
Let's see. Janet says, Tony, glad you're feeling better. Oh, that's nice.
Thank
Wow.
you, Janet.
Wow.
Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much. Janet actually gave me some medicine at the doctor's office.
Oh, is that right?
Very nice.
Absolutely.
Wow, look at that.
Shout out to Janet. Thank you.
Loyal listener to the program, I guess. You can get involved on Facebook. You can also text us 314-877 8597. My favorite, I didn't say my favorite
what's your favorite
moment here at
match?
Cafe T. I would say, as Nick said, and Dad said too, just kind of the old, just doing the show, last minute stuff. Something goes wrong, we forget something. My amazing wife comes up and will deliver a chord in the last nick of time. But Nick, we got this done. I mean, we had to break this down, build it back up. Only people see the Hollywood aspect of it, and here we are, beautiful faces. But we got to do the behind the scenes stuff too.
There's a lot of behind the scenes. So first run at doing remotes, I think it's been good. We've improved the show throughout the season, and only going to get better in 2020 is the goal. So
100%.
Very excited about where it's going to head.
Let's see. What else did I write down here for storylines?
Oh,
I think this would be a good time to redo our Super Bowl picks.
Yes.
So now we did it before week 1.
We've done it before week 1, and then
did we do it halfway through too?
We did like a midweek sort of. I don't know if we made direct predictions. I think we each had a team that we liked.
It's like the first part of December. We kind of reconnoitered on
that.
Yeah. So I think my original pick was the Saints, which is not bad, and the Browns. Ouch. So that one hurts. What did you guys have?
I had the Chiefs and the Bears, with the Bears being the Chiefs.
Okay.
It was my original.
Who the hell did I
You had Chiefs and the Bears?
I had Chiefs and the Bears.
I don't think people saw the Bears being this bad.
No. Well, my philosophy behind it was the Chiefs had the best offense in football, and the Bears had arguably the best defense in football. And for a couple of years for Mitch to not have figured it out in Chicago, I thought this was the year that he breaks through and coupled with a good defense, at least gets them there. Then it was going to be more of a toss-up. I think I actually did have the Bears over the Chiefs in the Super Bowl just because defense wins championships. But the Bears' defense it's been fine, but the offense hasn't been able to keep them in games where it's been close enough. So now, I don't know. I mean, are we repicking now?
Yeah, repick. Go ahead. We'll ask Zook when we get him on the phone.
I would say now, and as far as the NFC goes, I'm sticking with the Saints. Because not sticking with repicking the Saints, I guess sticking with your pick, TJ, the Saints, just because they've shown, time and time again, even with how bad of a season Alvin Kamara has, he's only found the end zone twice this year, that they're able to do it in other ways, especially through the air, which is their bread and butter, and that's kind of what got them to the championship game last year, and then I think gets them back there this year, because you look at the NFC and you have Dallas, who's I think always going to be a contender despite what their record shows, that come playoff time, any of these teams can rebound and win. But San Francisco also, I think, is the real deal, but has shown a couple times that they have slipped up. I still think it's going to be San Francisco and New Orleans in that NFC Championship game, but I got New Orleans on that side. And then AFC, man, I don't know.
Tough. Total toss-up.
I'll think about the AFC. I mean, somebody else can go with their picks if they have one while I think about the AFC.
Big Well, what do you think?
So I'm in agreement on the NFC. I really give the nod to Frisco, though, because they're so solid on both sides of the ball. They just need to be healthy and put it together. I think they can beat New Orleans. I do agree. I think that may very well be the championship game over there. I think they can beat New Orleans. On the AFC side, Baltimore is so talented. I mean, Jackson is such a huge part of it. He's definitely an MVP of that team, probably the whole division, probably the whole league. Just
right.
the way that guy can explode and get separation from players when he has the football and goes around the side. I really think that dimension is really going to help them go far. So, and I would pick them to win the Super Bowl right now. So I'd say Baltimore and Frisco with Baltimore Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I think I'd go Baltimore, New Orleans. Baltimore.
The question is, can he continue this into playoffs? This is the first time we've really seen him with the ability to take over the starting job, and he's killed it. And if he's a guy that will just look at it game by game, he'll probably win a few Super Bowls because he's that good. But if he's somebody that we don't know how he is under pressure yet, you know what I mean? It's a completely different scenario during the playoffs for these teams. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah, I think too that with Baltimore, you keyed in on a good point, is his run game is so good this year, and week to week he's able to expose some of these teams through that threat on the ground. But come playoff time, they're going to key on that, and they're going to develop game plans as you go against juggernaut all the way through the playoffs. So that's where I look at like some of these veteran teams like New Orleans and even Seattle on the NFC side, and even New England is a little bit of they struggled this year. I think the New England time is over. I don't think they're gonna. They might win one more, but I think New England is a team that comes in there in the AFC. One comes playoffs time. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, when push comes to shove, that they can get the job done. But their years are obviously running out here.
But that dimension, though, that with the quarterback running the football, it makes the defensive coordinator scratch their head. They're like, oh, my God, what do I have to do here? Not only do I have to worry about the run, the pass, when this guy drops back, I got to freeze the linebacker. I got to have a linebacker shadowing this guy, that takes a guy out of pass coverage and opens it up even more.
Yeah, that's true. I would say the Saints are probably the most powerful team in the NFC at the moment, but the 49ers, we saw it yesterday when they struggled against the Rams. They didn't cover the game, but, I mean, who cares? They won the game. I mean, they're out there to play football.
Yeah.
We talk about spreads all the time. They're out there to go win football games, and they did that against a Rams team who made it to the Super Bowl last year, will not make the playoffs now this season, which is great, obviously.
Love to see it.
But the Niners are
Nobody's crying in this room.
No, hell no. The thing is, they've shown that they're a good football team where they can move the ball consistently, and Jimmy G's kind of taken that step out of Tom Brady's shadow. You know, he was kind of like, all right, he was a backup in New England. Has he been anything else? Then he's finally shown this season like he's probably top 10 quarterback for sure in the NFL.
Yeah,
so.
after being injured last year, I mean, we weren't really sure what we were going to get out of Jimmy G. And then really that Niners defense, I mean, behind Nick Bosa has been, I think, a bigger surprise than the Niners offense that's really helped keep them in games.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were having a point.
No,
Sorry.
He's got a
text
text from a
alert
loyal
too.
listener here. I'm like,
That's
oh my
okay.
God.
That's okay. All right. So, yeah, there we go. I think we kind of are all on the Saints, around the Ravens, kind of maybe the Patriots.
Maybe the Patriots.
If they can turn it around like they did this
again,
week.
Yeah,
We'll see.
The Jaguars aren't going to make it, no?
No, Gardner. They're not.
Oh, that's a tough beat.
All right, so then my other question on top of that, I guess carrying on with that was, teams that are teetering right now in a Week 16, who do you think makes it and who do you think will not make it?
Nick?
And out of teams that are what was the question?
What teams are teetering on the edge of
who's going to
playoffs
make it,
and
who's going to not
playoffs?
make it?
I think again, the Cowboys and the Philly matchup is the Dallas-Philly matchup is really going to be determine one of those teams is getting in, one of those teams is not getting in, and the fact that one of those teams has to win that division at 6 and 7, or are they're both like right around there, right around
so right
500.
now, I mean, Patriots are in, Bills are in. You got the Steelers at 8 and 6.
The
Isn't that
Steelers
wild?
are coming back.
Go home, Steelers.
But
You don't belong
the
there.
Steelers are one of those
Take
teams.
a hike.
The Steelers are one of those teams that are hanging around, that are in the hunt. But I think
Go enjoy your fireplace and get your golf
Titans-
club sharpened up.
One
terrible.
thing that just threw me off there when I was trying to answer that question, I just got a notification. Titans running back Derrick Henry out today.
Oh, absolutely.
Against the Saints, too. That's tough.
Against the Saints, so I got to make a quick fantasy switch here because I'm in the championship game.
Oh,
so.
sorry to flush you, Nick.
Yeah, I know. I got to love it.
Yeah, we're just doing a little show here.
Should
No
we
big
play
deal.
a
Sorry
little
about
music,
you.
a little delay music so Nick can get
Little
his stuff
time kill. Yeah, maybe I should find that real quick.
No.
So, yeah, I don't know. I was curious on that because the Titans are a scary team where they always make it to the playoffs, it seems like, but then they just get romped. They got destroyed by the Patriots last year, but they seem different. Like, Tannehill gives them a little bit more energy than Mariota
I mean,
has.
I like the
But-
Titans, and
but
again,
Henry is a huge part of that.
That is, I mean, that offense is circled around Derrick Henry, and when he's in, they need him to make it into the playoffs. And I think this is only going to be a 1 week thing because it's a hammy injury. So maybe 2 weeks. I know he was questionable last week, but he really determines whether or not Tennessee makes the playoffs. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch.
And the NFC is pretty much wrapped
yeah,
up,
yeah, that's
except
what-
for the crappy NFC East.
Right, that
Cowboys
was-
and
that
Eagles,
was my
which they
point,
play
yeah.
today,
I
7
mean,
and 7,
yeah,
both
Now
of them.
Prescott's got this bad shoulder, and they said he was, he wasn't even lifted his arm, didn't throw all week, and never lifted his arm over here. I don't know what that means. Like 2 weeks ago, he was injured.
Yeah.
So he played with it, and they beat the hell out of the Rams last week. But it's going to be interesting to see what he's got left. I think they're – well, we'll get into picking that game later.
Yeah, no, I don't want to get too deep into our picks here.
Right.
For this weekend, but yeah, I mean, you already have the Saints, the Niners, the
Seahawks,
Seahawks,
Packers, Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all pretty much wrapped up. But that Dallas Philly game is going to be the game to watch today. Cause
Oh, it is
two
the
just
game.
Miserable
Yeah.
teams.
Most likely it is the winner of that game makes the playoffs, the losers out.
Correct.
Pretty
Correct.
much.
Injuries are playing a huge part in that football game and a lot of late games
Yeah,
right
I mean
now.
it's
They really are.
Week 16 is really where week 17 a lot of guys are either just inactive, getting ready for the playoffs because the playoffs are pretty much determined by that point, or limited action. So this week is really the make or break week for the rest of these teams, determining seeding and determining who's getting in and who's getting left out.
John says Pat's out in the first round.
Yeah, I mean,
They
could
played
be.
better over
I
the
don't
last
argue
couple
with
weeks,
that.
though. They played a little bit better.
I mean, again, yeah, the Patriots are a team I hate looking at because, especially from a betting perspective, because the spreads are so big, and for the Patriots to cover these games, the Patriots just aren't the team that they were earlier in the season when they had the soft schedule, and so they're getting these wild spreads, and for them to even win games now is tough as their schedule tightens up a little bit, and we've seen the Patriots this year that they're against tough opponents don't play as well. And so,
Right.
again, the playoffs are a completely different ball game, and I have no doubt that Bill Belichick and Tom Brady will be ready for the playoffs when they get there. But, how far of a run do they make? I don't know.
But don't you think that they this year especially, they're not – the difference between them and other teams in scores is very tight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they got two-digit victories all over the place. They
Right.
really haven't. I mean, they've been hanging in there and doing fine. They've had problems with receivers, trying to find receivers. Edelman's been double covered a lot of the year.
Yeah, losing Gronk is
huge.
was
I
the biggest thing.
That hurt bad.
they don't have any other receivers. Then N'Keal Harry started to step up a little bit.
They key on
I
Edelman.
mean,
They key on Edelman, and then
that's the
they're
thing.
pretty much done. I mean, Sanu hasn't done anything.
He's
for
been
them.
hurt too.
Josh
yeah.
Gordon.
That's the thing, man. It's
didn't work
so
out.
you don't know what the Patriots are going to be though because they find a way in the playoffs. They always do. You know what I mean? So we've seen them teeter. Like where usually their teeter is the beginning of the season, and they get ready in the end of the regular season.
They need a dominant running back. They need a Derrick Henry type. I know Sony Michel has, been serviceable
wide
for them.
receivers.
James White.
They need receivers.
James White's been serviceable for them. I mean, but it seems like they've always had stopgaps at running back because their run game isn't their strong suit. Their passing game is their strong suit, and it's not really a deep passing game. It's a dunk and dink over the middle to Rob Gronkowski, and so without that, they need to change up their game plan.
They're going to be in a little bit different situation this year too, because they're not going to have home field advantage like they're used to, right? I mean,
Right.
they should not be able to pull that off. That's going to go to Baltimore, I think, and I think Baltimore's going to lock it down today.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be fun. Your thoughts are welcome on the Facebook line or also on our text line 314-877-8597 as we're going to get ready to get Zach Zook here in just a matter of a few short moments. Nick, do you have any I know it's obviously fantasy championship season, but as far as DFS picks, do you have any big-time pickups today?
Yeah, I do. So I switched out. I just made my switch in my fantasy championship league. Like I said, Derrick Henry out today for the Titans with a hamstring injury. So going to the waiver wire here again, Mike Boone, Minnesota Vikings running back, starter today with Dalvin Cook out, and their other running backs, Mattinson ankle also is, I believe, going to be out for this game, or at least in a limited capacity. So Mike Boone is going to get the heavy workload there for Minnesota today. And Green Bay, let's see what their run defense is. Yeah, run defense 26 in the league. So Mike Boone's a good grab on the waiver wire if you're looking for a late ad to fill in for Derrick Henry, or maybe you just need another flex guy to help you out in your championship game. Really, the only people playing now are in the championship, so most people are probably out of their fantasy leagues. DFS I don't do, but Mike Boone could obviously be a great option there if you're looking one. Also, Chris Carson DFS today. I mean, because the rest of the Seahawks backs are all done for the year. Rashad Penny is on the IR. He's out for the year, so he's going to be getting heavy workload in their backfield. So those two guys are going to be getting all the workload, no split backfield for your running backs.
That would have been my pick was yesterday, and it doesn't – I mean, I don't want people to be like, oh, he did great, so you're just taking credit for it. But I should have tweeted it out. Rashad Perriman, who was in for Godwin and Mike Evans last week.
Oh, he
did
great, so you're just taking
it.
So I'm just
I also had Godwin in my fantasy championship and switched him out and picked up Perriman on the waiver wire and played him. And he had a tough start to the day, but he finished with, I think, over 110 receiving yards. So good job there. Deshaun Watson, however, my championship quarterback all year long, did terrible and gave me like 9 points. So not great. I'm probably going to lose my
That's going to be
championship.
the interesting team to watch in the playoffs is the Texans. They are the most inconsistent team in the NFL, but they probably have some of the best talent in the NFL.
Again, that's one of those things where I think it relies heavy on their defense and how does their defense play? Can they keep them in games? Deshaun Watson can throw the ball, no doubt, but depending on who's healthy, again, I mean, their running game hasn't really shown up too much this year. Carlos Hyde's been okay. Duke Johnson's been okay. The X factor has been Will Fuller. I mean, that's been their go-to guy, and when Will Fuller's not playing well, they double DeAndre and they take away the passing game for Houston.
I think they're missing out on coaching level too.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean,
not a big Bill O'Brien game.
Not having
O'Brien's the
GM.
worst coach. It's going to be in the playoffs, and you got to have coaching in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Well, and he's serving as their GM too right now. So
That's right. That's right. Zook wrote an article on that.
They have a
by the
lot
way.
of stuff that's not going their way, and they're still making it happen. But if they had a GM and like you said, a solid coach with a good game plan, that's a team with weapons, and they'll get into the playoffs and maybe win a game, but they're not going to be a contender late, even though they should be.
Yeah, Watson reminds me of an old guy you guys don't remember, but Fran Tarkington for the Minnesota Vikings. This guy used to run around.
Tarksy.
Remember Tarkington? He used to run around like a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, just all over the place. And it's always chaos. He's almost like Johnny Manziel, running around and just fires it up. And it's exciting football, but it's not consistent, so we'll see about Houston.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Again, guys, if you share this post, as Nick said earlier, you have a chance to win a $20 gift certificate to Cafe Telegraph. All you got to do is hit that share button on Facebook to have a chance. We'll have a drawing at the end of the program. We'll get Zook on here just after this one, but guys, we'll go over our Brews on the Balcony pick'em standings, and look who's at the top of the standing, would you? TJ Weber, 123. Oh my God! Listen to this crowd.
Wow. Too bad you can't win the jersey, TJ.
I can't win the jersey, but that's fine. I can still dominate the pick'em.
You cannot win.
This includes a win, I believe, from yesterday.
Yeah.
So I only had one win out of 3 games.
And you're still tied with Jake Scott and Mark Hessler. So.
Correct. Scott and Hessler have 123. Tolly, who we mentioned, is in the championship of the BOTB Fantasy League, is also now in the running for the Pick'em guy, as he's number 4 with 122. And then there's a little bit of a drop-off. You have Allison Klinghammer, who's at 117, with Colby Wedwick at 5th. Jacqueline Halaz is in 7th with 115. Then you got Sherping, John Randall, Matt Jameson, and Nick at 114. Big Web
making moves.
113, and where's Zook? He's at the bottom now.
111 and 15th. Yeah, TJ, you and me actually tied for the best week last week, I believe, with a couple other people at 11. So we had a nice
pretty good week. Pretty good week.
We had a nice week.
Yeah, it was fun. I think we all can see who the dominant participants are, obviously, and who's just consistently at the top. And I've been there the whole time. So.
But when it comes to picking the harder games and our pick'em standings, we all know who the greatest one of all. And last week we said it was a make or break week. You guys were all within a couple games of me, right there at the top of the standings, and I've been there all year long, number 1, and I just spread that gap wide open.
I feel like
it's like my offensive line just pushes the D line out of the way, opens up. A semi-truck could get through.
I feel like a thorn between two egos here.
What is going on?
Well, these guys are just tooting their own horns.
Oh,
that's
just
all.
tooting our own horns. TJ's
talking ourselves up
bragging
again
because he's on the top of the pick'em standings, and I'm bragging because I'm on top of the panel standings for yet another week with just a miraculously great 6-1 performance last week.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm just reminding these guys this is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you better catch up. Do some catching up there, buddy.
Zook, how's all Bloomington now? This is going to be awkward for people that are in the restaurant. You cannot hear Zook. We don't have him on the speaker.
Yeah, they can hear him from in the speaker.
Oh, is he in the other room right now?
Yeah.
I just talk very loudly, Zook.
Oh, okay. Bloomington's good, guys.
He's in the other room.
I went out and saw.
Can hear Zook from the other room.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
You're
good.
We got you. And the Christmas party's got
Went out
you.
and saw a little movie called Star Wars yesterday.
Saw a movie called Star Wars. I'll just repeat everything you said.
We've been hanging out.
Been hanging out. So do you have any big-time fantasy advice for anybody out there in their championship today? Do you got like a sit 'em or start 'em?
Well, I would definitely take whoever the Vikings running back is on Monday night.
Nick, that's your guy,
think
Boone.
It's either Madison or Boone, because the Packers' run defense struggles. The Vikings' run offense is the sole. It's the primary component of the offense. So they'll be handing it off early and often. So that would be my fantasy advice. Although I have been sleeping at the wheel for fantasy because I got eliminated in all my semifinals last week.
Is that right? That's tough.
Well, you're still in it for the BOTB league. You and Tali are. You're tied.
Yeah, you're still in it. You're still in the fantasy league for BOTB.
Yeah, you're in the BOTB championship.
I'm still alive for that. I thought I lost the first round of that.
No, you're in the championship, bud. You and Tolly are right
Thanks for
there.
checking your lineup.
Yeah,
you probably got a bunch of
glad
guys hurt.
to see where his priorities
Well,
lie.
the thing is I don't know. That's weird because I checked it 2 weekends ago after I lost, and it said like I didn't have a matchup the next week. So I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Sounds like some insider trading over there.
Yeah, sounds
like
like
Tolly's
funny,
getting a hold of your computer.
What's funny is I kept setting my lineup anyways because I was like, oh, well, probably in like some consolation tournament, I'll just set it whatever. But I almost didn't.
Well, you're
Nice.
currently losing to Tolly 18-0 right now, but the Team Vinegar Strokes are in the championship.
It's a good name, by the way.
It's a great name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
Well, I'm just gonna have to go on and do a little lineup tinker stinker before the game starts.
There you go. You give it a shot, Zook. You might win something, even though you can't. Tolly basically won the T-shirt
Tolly
because the host
basically
can't win.
Yeah,
So.
Duck already gets a T-shirt for free.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. All right, so with Zook on, we'll go ahead and give the standings from last week. We are not going to play any music because Zook's on the phone, so we can't play music. But, Nick,
That's
you
fine.
get the crown as you go 6-1 last week. Congratulations. You're going to wear the crown with the Santa hat, too?
I don't know. Can you
With
do
the
that?
headphones? That's wild. Great job, Nick. Way to go.
He hasn't clinched the crown yet, though, has he?
No,
Not yet,
Not
but
officially
the
entire
the
thing.
gap
More
is
weeks.
wide, though. The gap is widening.
Because we go through Super Bowl. We go all the way through Super
Oh,
Bowl.
my.
So, yeah, we don't mess around with
we
just
go
the regular
deep.
season.
But as far as, I mean, I might need to have to do a show at Cafe Telegraph, like call in remote from Cafe Telegraph because it's been so good to me this year.
It has been lucky, that's for sure.
I've been number one. I've held the spot the whole year. So
Nick goes 6-1. He's got 8 crowns on the year, 51-48 total in first place. I'm in second. I go 4-3 last week. I got 5 crowns this year at 46-54. Zook in third. He goes 4-3 last week. He's got 3 crowns, 45-54. And Big Web 3-4 last week, 6 crowns, 44-55. So everybody's about 5 games apart. And
Yeah.
again, it's going to start getting tough when after these 2 weeks, the end of the regular season, you got playoffs coming up, and
Playoffs
it's going to be
come.
less games to pick. So
exactly. So
gotta make
if
a
I can
move.
just keep widening the gap here these last 2 weeks, open up a nice comfy lead, we'll be sitting pretty.
So I think that we could see Big Web taking a weird step and taking
Yeah.
like teams that nobody else would take just to be different.
Try to go on a run here.
Yeah, I think that's what you're going to do.
You never know. Be
I don't
scared.
know.
Be scared.
Be scared.
We
Be
do
afraid.
have
Very
now.
afraid.
It's interesting today, boys, because we'll go through the games. We have 4 of the main games as normal. We have 2 toilet bowl games today, so we changed it up because there were 2 games were so bad I couldn't decide which one was worse. So I
They
decided
were
to put them both
very
in.
bad. I was thinking the same thing
So,
when I was looking at the games.
I think it's
Yeah.
ideal you do that. We got the underdog pick and the locks of the week.
Yeah.
We'll see if Big Web can make a run. 5 picks with only 2 weeks of the regular season left. It's going to be tough to make up some ground.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay. All right. So we started out. Zook, we'll start with you first, and then we'll continue with the rest of us after you go. We got the Saints at the Tennessee Titans. The Saints are minus 2.5 on the road. What do you got? Again, Derrick Henry out for Tennessee.
I had Tennessee earlier in the week, and this is going to be a tough game for them, especially with Derrick Henry out because he is the heartbeat of the offense. But their season's on the line today, especially with the Texans able to pull one out yesterday with Jameis Winston throwing the 4 picks, which, by the way, guys, so hyped to watch him in Week 17. I need him to get the 2 picks in Week 17 to get to the 30-30 season.
There you go. There you go.
But
30,
I'm going
30
to
season.
30.
Yeah.
Is that a real thing? Does
Yeah,
he really
yeah.
have that many interceptions?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He got up to 28 yesterday because he threw 4 picks. He's already at 30 touchdown passes. So we just need 2 more picks next week.
I thought that was a joke. Like, I knew he had a lot, but I didn't think he'd be 50-50. Holy cow.
Well, it was gonna be tough because he obviously needed 6 in the final 2 weeks, but our boy came through for us and threw 4 yesterday.
Wow.
So
That's big. That's
Wow,
big.
wow.
So we're alive. We're alive for 30.
We're alive.
I cannot wait to watch next week. But I digress. The Tennessee was plus 3.5 when the week opened, and I liked that a lot better. But with their season on the line, I'm going to go ahead and buy them one last time this week to hopefully make Week 17 against the Texans matter. Texans have already wrapped up the division, but they need to stay alive for a wild card spot against the Steelers. So give me the Titans today.
Now, Zook, it did go up to 3. So it was at 2.5. Now it's up to 3. Does that change anything?
All right. Well, I like my chances to push at least.
Okay. All right. So Tennessee plus 3. Nick, we'll start with you.
Yeah, no Derrick Henry for Tennessee today is the big-time X factor here. I don't even know who their backup running back is. That's their main game, though, is go into the ground game to set up the passing game. Without Derrick Henry in this game, there's no chance they win, especially even at 3. That's too easy for New Orleans on the road. Even on the road, it's going to be too easy for them to go in there. Drew Brees is the real deal, and, I mean, he showed that last week between him and Michael Thomas, that connection and the records that they're breaking this year. Michael Thomas is as close to a sure thing as there is in fantasy-wise.
He's been money.
And he's just been he's dropped 1 pass all year, and that's just that's going to be too much, I think. So give me New Orleans here.
Dead?
I'm surprised that this number is only 3.5
I was
right
too.
now. I mean,
3.
It's only 3.
I think the Saints are going to mollywop them here, and it's basically because with Henry in the ball game, you got that
you have a chance.
Control offense.
Yeah.
You got the typical Titans running game and the way they run the clock and move. Yeah, and that's not going to happen today. You wouldn't think. Now we could be surprised, but the Saints, the way they played last week, they're very, very strong. They're rolling. Go with the Saints.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. I hate to put Zook on an island as normal, but the Saints with the number is 3. It was 2.5. I thought that was an obvious pick for the Saints. Like,
right.
I think Vegas had to change it a little bit because so much action went on the Saints.
I don't understand what it is.
Like if you got the Saints minus 2.5, like God bless you. Like you're going to be making some money today because
you got Breeze throwing the ball for the record still. I mean, him and Tom are going at it, so I just don't understand why it's so low.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Zook, you're on an island. I mean, the Titans aren't a bad team, but we got
well,
the Saints.
Here's the thing: the Saints are obviously the better football team here, but you have to think about the Saints away from the dome. That offense can struggle when they get out on natural grass. It's an interconference matchup, so they're not used to seeing this team. And the Titans have a top 10 defense. So, I mean, that cannot be forgotten. If they can slow down Drew Brees, they got a shot.
The fact that you're so confident scares me. It scares the crap
know.
out of me. Because Zook knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Not that we don't, but he knows it, really knows it. And if he's all in the Titans and we all got the Saints, I don't love that.
I'm top of the standings.
Well,
so
my picks haven't been that great.
His picks haven't
I feel
reflected
confident
as such.
That is true. Yeah, he is in 3rd. I mean, let's just be real here. 3rd place. We don't listen to 3rd place.
All
right, we got Kansas City minus 6 at Chicago. I'm going to make sure that number did not move. Let's see. It is 6.5 now, Zook.
I like Kansas City in this one, guys. If had it been, single digits and snowing out, maybe I'd take the Bears. But we saw even in the snowstorm game against the Broncos last weekend, nothing really gets to Patty, does it? I mean, he's just so impressive. Bears season's over. Packers killed him last week. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with the Chiefs.
Nick?
Yeah, I'm on the Chiefs here as well. I think I was skeptical last week. Snowstorm in Kansas City, Denver coming to town. I think the spread was like 10.5, and the Chiefs covered that. And that just shows that Patty Mahomes knows what he's doing. He is the real deal. Reason I picked the Chiefs in the Super Bowl to start the season was because of Patty Mahomes and that offense. And I think Chicago's defense is good. Again, this was my Super Bowl matchup that I had preseason. So, the Bears defense will show up a little bit, but I don't think Mitch is going to be able to get it done. The Chiefs defense isn't that great, but I think it'll be enough because only a touchdown game here. Patty Mahomes gets it done.
Big Web, I'm guessing by your shirt, I know who you're picking.
Absolutely. I tell you what, right now, it's 45 degrees and sunny in Chicago, which is perfect for the Chiefs. That's what they need up there if it wasn't for Lamar Jackson. And also, the other hot game with New Orleans, this would be the pick of the week, the lock of the week. But give me Kansas City for sure.
Yep, clean sweep. I'm taking the Chiefs as well on the road. It's scary to go to Soldier Field, obviously, but in this situation, the Bears have absolutely nothing to play for.
Nothing.
They're playing for
Nada,
absolutely
zip,
zero.
zilch.
As you mentioned, the weather's good too. We saw what they can do in the snow. I'm excited to see what Mahomes can do today. I'm surprised it's not 7.5. That would have made me think a little bit.
Yep.
6.5.
Right.
Even 7 on the book right now.
Even 7 right now.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
so
right.
it's 6.5 on Oddshark, which we take, but 7 elsewhere. Now, Zook, before we move on, we did have a conversation before this. I want to get your thoughts on repicking the Super Bowl. So we picked preseason, midseason. Now we want to know your your picks right now, I guess, going into Week 16?
I mean, hey, hard to go against the Ravens, right? But my preseason pick was Chiefs and Cowboys, and the only one I don't feel very confident about at this point is the Cowboys. But I think you're going to have to worry about the Chiefs in January because they're a team that's kind of flown under the radar in the AFC. But I mean, if they match up against the Ravens, you're going to have a tough time picking against the Chiefs, I think, just because of Patty Mahomes. They're going to be such a tough out. I tell you what, I still really do like the Chiefs in the AFC. I think at the end of the day, the Ravens offense, I think that it's a little too one-dimensional at times, and I just think that the Chiefs are a little bit stronger in the passing game, and I think that they're a little bit more dangerous. They can play from behind. They can play from ahead. The Ravens, I don't think, play very well from behind. Plus, the Chiefs beat them pretty good in that first matchup. So I like the Chiefs to come out of the AFC. And the NFC, of course, you got the Niners, you got the Saints, you got the Packers. I kind of think now, if I had to place a bet, I would say Saints out of the NFC. But I still like the Chiefs to win it all.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's a pretty good matchup.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Saints will be fun.
Yeah.
I think I would love to see New Orleans and the 49ers in the NFC Championship again because of how good that matchup was this season. Both scored over 40 points, like close game.
I mean, if you get a Chiefs, Ravens, AFC, Niners, Saints, NFC, and then any combo of that in the Super Bowl would be awesome.
Be awesome. Absolutely.
I agree.
Moving on. So we have the matchup of the week. This is going to be wild. Basically, the winner of this game wins the NFC East. The loser goes home. One makes the playoffs, one doesn't. Probably. There's some circumstances that could work out in Week 17 for the other team that loses, but most likely this determines the NFC East. Dallas -2 at Philly. So look what do you got?
You're right.
2.5. Sorry, 2.5.
This is the game today, and I'm excited to watch it. 2.5 is the line in Dallas's favor on the road. Dallas got the win first time around, if I'm not mistaken. But guys, I gotta pick Philly here.
Wow.
I think Dallas is the better football team. They have way more talent. Philly's got guys hurt left and right. I mean, this seems like a no-brainer pick to go with Dallas, but I don't think Dallas is a good enough football team to A, beat Philly twice, B, go on the road as a favorite. That place is going to be rocking. It's essentially a playoff game, like you said, TJ. And for the Eagles, I gotta think that the champions are going to show up at some point. Carson Wentz showed some signs of life against the Redskins last week. I think he's going to have a good game here today. Don't forget, Dak has the hand injury. I mean, I'm sure he's going to play, but will he be 100%? We'll have to see. So I'm going to take Philly here in the points at home to sneak into the postseason yet again, guys.
Nick?
Yeah, last week we saw Dak go up against was it the Rams is who they pounded, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
That was one of the games.
Yes.
You guys all took
That was
Rams.
in Dallas,
I took the Cowboys at home, and we saw Dak with the finger splint on earlier in the game, and then he went and he took it off, and they just ran. I mean, he just played great football the rest of that game. All week in practice, he's been limited, and I think they're reserving him here. He threw yesterday, with nothing on his hand, and said he was good to go. And so I think Dallas is going to go in here into Philly and win this ball game because Philly's a tough place to play, no doubt. Philly is, but they haven't shown me anything to prove that they're going to win this ball game. The Cowboys at least have shown some toughness throughout the season, especially one of those games being last week against the Rams, who are a tough offense, and that Dallas defense showed up. And so I think they're going to go on the road. Dallas D is going to show up again. They're going to feed the ball a ton to Zeke Elliott and get the job done on the road here.
Big what?
That's the difference right there. It's going to be on that side of the ball. When Dallas is on defense, Philly's on offense because Philly doesn't have any receivers.
Yep.
And it's just when he gets pressure on him, he gets goofy, man. He gets somebody in his face and he starts doing stupid things. And also, I mean, Prescott's hand injury, yeah, that's important. So the shoulder is too. But Zeke has averaged 114 yards a game against Philadelphia. So I don't see that stopping. And I think Dallas will control and win this football game.
Again, Zook's on an island. I like the Cowboys, too. It's tough going to Philly. Obviously, we talked about that. But Jason Garrett, again, coaching for his job today. They lose today's game. They don't make the playoffs. He's out. We thought he was going to be out 3 weeks ago. Somehow he's just hanging on by a thread. He needs to win out. He needs to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think they'll get it done today against a division foe.
There was just something about that game last week with the Rams going in there, and it was the same scenario with Jared Goff. You get in Goff's face, you shut him down, and it's the same thing with Philly, like Big Webb said. But you're right, Jason Garrett's coaching for his job. And something just showed me that Dallas clicked last week. You saw it on the sideline. You saw it on their defense. They've just shown that they've figured it out, and that's why Dallas could make a run here into the playoffs. They win this game today.
Should be a lot of fun. Zook by himself with the Eagles. I'm sure you love that. It's going to be a good game because I thought a lot about that game.
It is going to be close. Yeah, man. And what's interesting about it is we smashed the NFC East, and they have been an embarrassment. But both of these teams are kind of built for the playoffs. So it'll be really interesting, regardless of who comes out, what the line looks like in the playoffs, because they'll be hosting the game too. It's going to be interesting. They're not just going to roll over in the playoffs like everybody else thinks.
Let's see. Alex Schlemmer says Big Webb looks like Adam Schefter, always on his phone getting the insight. That's what he's doing.
He is.
Alex.
He's checking weather reports.
Does he wear
over
those
here.
kind of glasses though too? I dig the glasses.
Adam
man.
wears the same.
He's getting the injury updates from the fields.
Yeah.
He's getting he's talking to meteorologists all across the United States.
That's right. Exactly right.
Shout out to Schlemmer. Thanks for that info last night on the information. Thank you.
For the information. Nice.
I couldn't say team, game, whatever.
I got you. Okay. All right, so the final top four matchup we have before we move into the Toilet Bowl game of the week, Toilet Bowl games of the week, we have Green Bay and Minnesota. Zook's Packers go into Minnesota getting 5 points. The over is 47, which seems super low to me. Zook, what do you got?
I love that my team's getting 5 points, so I'm going to go ahead and take them. I think that there's a decent chance Minnie wins this game. The Packers can still win the division in Week 17 with the victory over the Lions, even if they lose to Minnesota. But they're playing for potentially a home field bye here, and I think that if the Packers are going to be successful in the postseason, they got to get some games at Lambeau. So I think this game is really important for them. I think they're going to come out firing. I think this is a field goal game. I think it's a coin flip game. Because Minnesota is a tough team to beat. I don't know if the Packers can beat them twice, but I do like that I'm getting 5 points with a team I feel at least has about a 50% shot to win. I mean, don't forget, Dalvin Cook, their best offensive player, is not playing. Even the backup Alexander Madison's questionable, and he's pretty good too. So if they're down to Mike Boone and C.J. Ham, I like Green Bay's chances a lot more to win this game. Even so. 5 points is just too much for me. I know that they're going to have a tough time guarding Thielen and Diggs, but I think the Packers' offense is more balanced than it's ever been. Therefore, they should have some more success against Minnesota, and we saw that in the first matchup between these two teams. But I like Green Bay to get it done, at least cover the 5 on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Yeah,
Nick, what do you got?
5 is a ton here, especially with no Dalvin Cook out. Alexander Madison, like I said, he's either out or limited. Either way, they're using a backup running back in Boone, who, again, I said is a fantasy play this week for sure. But their offense is glued to those wide receivers, Diggs and Thielen, and that's really, I think, where they're showing the 5 points here. But against the Packers, I mean, even a home game for Minnesota, I still think Packers probably win this one outright. So I'm taking the Packers in the points here. This one seems too good to be true, so we'll see.
Big Webb?
I don't like this Cook injury, but I see an opportunity here to possibly be on an island. Give me the Vikings. And the number is fat, but I think they're going to get it done on defense.
I'll take the Packers. I liked them even before I knew Cook was out. Big Webb loves that. He's on an island now with the Vikings, which is not ever a bad thing. But this is for the division, too. I mean, they're one game up. The Packers can put the Vikings away, put away the NFC North again with a win today, and 5 points.
Yeah,
I mean, five's a lot to give Aaron Rodgers.
3 maybe.
Yeah.
5 with Aaron Rodgers is just that's.
The Packers are a little smoke and mirrors, though, boys.
They are.
They can be.
That's true.
Minnesota at home. On
Kirk
defense.
Cousins also in big games, though, can also be that way.
Yeah,
so
he turns into a Girl Scout at times, absolutely.
This is-
But their
it's
defense,
prime time, too. It's Monday night, correct?
It seems
Yeah,
like
it
as The 5 is crazy because this one even just seems like a coin flip. Like I said, either team could win this game. It almost seems like a pick 'em, but
I thought it'd be a 2.5 or something.
yeah, that's why I said like a field goal.
Yeah, that's. I feel the same way as you guys, boys. It's wild that they're -5 even without Dalvin Cook. Like Vegas is telling you that they think the Vikings are a better football team than Green Bay. That's what that says.
By a good margin too. I mean, it's almost a touchdown.
By
That's pretty
by
wild.
2 points.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be close, but that's why I think 5 is too much because I think it will be a field goal game for sure. All right, so we move to our toilet bowl games of the week. We have 2 this week because they're both so bad. Cincinnati at
So bad.
Miami.
Woo, that one's rough.
Cincinnati favored. This is the first time they've been favored
That
in any
one's
game.
rough.
They are -1.5. Let's see if that is what I still have. Yep, it's Cincinnati -1.5 on the road in Miami.
The Red Rifle's playing today, right?
I believe so.
Give me the Red Rifle, boys. They have no business winning this game. They need to keep on tanking for Joe Burrow, but I think that they'll get it done. They got Joe Mixon rolling a little bit. That Miami team plays really hard. That's what scares me about picking against them. But I think that their quarterback situation is a lot better on this particular Sunday than Miami with Fitzy. So give me the Bengals. I think that they'll get a win today.
Nick?
I'm going the other way here. I like. I've been picking Miami, and they've hurt me a couple times. They've helped me a couple times. But when Miami's at home, they tend to play a little bit better. Like I said, this is really a dumpster fire of a game here. And Joe Mixon does scare me because he's getting the ball quite a bit now, and they got him rolling a little bit late here in the season. So Cincinnati does have a chance, but Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic has won his team some ball games, and rushing QBs in the NFL, Fitzpatrick's right up there, and so he's getting it done with his arm and with his leg. So I'll go a little different and go Miami here. Maybe I get on an island or something.
Big what?
No island for you, Nick.
Darn.
Miami has been a dog in every game this year, and we have one more week coming up. That they possibly could be a dog all year long. That's
dog.
kind of interesting. So yeah, the Dolphins will make it happen against Cincinnati today, and actually they're like 7-3 against the spread in their last 10. Give me Miami.
Yeah, I'm also with Miami. As Zook said, the Cincinnati Bengals are just wanting to tank, and they want the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
They want to get the LSU quarterback. They want to dominate with him, hopefully in the future. So they don't care at all about this game. And that's why I'm going with the Dolphins. Nick, we got our banners falling here.
Push that up a little bit.
Well, I can't reach that far.
Sneak over there.
Can't reach that far.
K. Roberts from Remax
Thank
Gold.
you.
Our great
314
sponsor, K.
400.
Roberts, helping us out here.
The banner is going down.
That's right.
Hey, one thing to keep in mind about this Bengals game, though, they do need to tank for Burrow, but they got a 2-game lead for him, so
Yeah.
they can afford to win one today.
A little,
Yeah.
little like boost in the
that?
locker room, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Okay, so we have another toilet bowl game because, again, they're so bad.
Double
Giants,
toilet bowl.
Double
Giants and the Redskins, and to pick them, Giants are -1.
Are Giants at home?
They are away. They're in Washington.
Giants are away. Oh, Jesus, this game sucked. You couldn't
So we have to
Hey,
put it
So
in there.
bad.
Yeah.
you couldn't pay me to watch this football game. I'm gonna take the Giants because it's Eli.
Nope, he's out today. Daniel Jones is starting.
Oh, Daniel Jones starting. They got him back to 500, and they
Yep.
said you're done. So is
Yeah.
that right?
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
nice
Well,
little.
regardless, I still like their quarterback situation better, even with Danny Dimes. And the main key in this game is going to be the Giants are just a little more functional of a franchise, I think. That's why I took them in the toilet bowl game last week, and that's why I'm gonna take them this week.
Zook, I don't think
So-
I've ever heard anybody use that as a determining factor for a game. They are more functional as a franchise.
They can actually
therefore,
function a little
therefore
bit
they will
better.
win the game.
Nick, winners win and losers lose. That's the point. Danny Snyder's Redskins lose always. The Giants lose always this year, but they've had some success. The 2 Super Bowls under Eli, and I think they have better players.
Yeah, but
too, with
okay.
Saquon and
Super
Slayton.
Bowls, we're talking like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah,
you know?
100 years ago.
Talking about the body of work. Well, I'm with Zook here. I think it's 2 bad teams, and winners win, losers lose. But the Giants just, to me, Zook already made the point, but they have more weapons than the Redskins do. So simply put, with more weapons in a pick'em game, even though they're on the road here, they have better wideouts, they have better running backs, they have a better quarterback, and so offensively, I think the Giants will get the job done.
Big Web?
I love the Giants here today, but I see a shot at an island, so give me Washington.
Oh, my God. All
Big
right.
Web is trying to make some moves.
Well, I tell you what, no island today. I'm taking the Redskins too.
Ouch.
Oh,
Yeah, it's one of those games.
I mean,
It's-
I'm just trying to stay consistent across the board. I don't have to take any chances, so I hope you guys get burned here, and I open up this lead even more.
Well, you think about it. I mean, they have nothing
Yeah.
to play for too,
Yeah,
and it's a
sure.
divisional opponent.
Sure,
and
you
they're
guys
at
have
home,
nothing
like,
to play for in
whatever.
the basement
You
of
got
the
guys trying to prove
Redskins have been
themselves for
playing
next
better the
year.
last
Playing a
couple
little
weeks.
You guys have nothing to play for in the basement of the standings.
They held San Fran down to 9. I mean, look,
Yeah,
I mean, who
don't
knows?
know.
They're different at
It's
home.
a 1 point though, so
Yeah,
it's,
it is what it is. I don't
if
know.
there's a
They're
field
less
goal,
functional.
That's
field goal,
right.
I'd
Less
probably go to
functional.
Redskins.
Right. Zook, what do you got for your dog?
Woof woof.
Woof woof. Zook, hello.
Zook.
Mayday, mayday. Hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here now. I cut out. I think I cut out. For
Oh,
a
you're
second,
good.
though.
Do you have your dog of the
Woof woof.
dog of the
Zook.
week?
Dog.
Oh, hey, come back to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Nick, what do you got?
Come back to him. Let's see. You got to scroll down, find my dog. Okay, so my dog today is going to be the Detroit Lions. Who are they playing? What's the spread?
Oh, my.
You know, it's an expert pick when he says, who are they playing? What's the spread?
I looked at this.
Playing Denver.
They're playing Denver. So they're playing my Broncos and my Broncos.
Jesus.
Drew Lock at home. But the spread's it's 6.5. And I know Drew's going to play very well. He always does. He's the quarterback of the future, best quarterback of this draft. But 6.5 here seems like a lot. I think it's going to be more like a field goal game. And so I think Detroit can at least cover the spread here. So give me Detroit.
Big Web.
Gentlemen, this is like the last week of the month of the Humane Society. There's no good dogs here.
There really aren't.
Just brutal.
So
just brutal.
I'm going to go ahead with the Dolphins with
What?
getting a point and a half
Dolphins.
at home. I can't believe they're.
Why would you make the Dolphins? Why would you pick the Dolphins
All
twice?
right, maybe we'll just go with the
because
Giants.
there was
there.
no good dogs here.
Just hedge and go with the Giants.
Dolphins.
Zook, do you know yours yet or no?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to look mine
you're
up.
good. You're good.
He had to do some research.
This is. I do have one question though, because this would affect my pick.
Okay.
What is the spread of Ravens Browns?
10 and a half.
Let's see. It's at 10 on OddsShark, which
All right,
we
perfect.
do use. So
All right,
I
great.
am going
gotta
to
start
go
using
ahead
odd
and
chart.
take the Browns. They are double-digit dogs at home against the team that they beat earlier in the year in the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens already have the division locked up. The Ravens are still going to come to play. I don't question that. But I think the Browns at home, this is kind of a statement for them to at least keep this thing close and competitive here. And don't forget, they have players on defense, especially on that defensive line.
They do
So,
have players on defense. That is
they
true.
have defensive
I
players.
think
defensive players.
They sure do.
It's a fact that there will be 11 guys on defense for the Browns today.
Man,
It
that
might
is
look like there's
spitting
about
out
You can't
15
get
on
that type of
offense.
breakdown
is,
anywhere else.
That is analysis right there.
That's good stuff
But no,
there.
I like double digits
have
at
a
home with the
defense.
Browns. Divisional matchup. Those games get weird, so I'll take the Browns.
I'm going to go ahead with Zook's Packers getting 5. I think that number is outrageous
That's a good one.
for the Packers. On
I
the
thought
road.
about that too.
For a division
That was,
leader in a division
yeah.
foe's
I
house.
thought
mean,
about
that is
That's a good one.
wild. So
I like it.
I thought about that
I'm
one.
going to take the Packers in that
Nice,
one.
nice.
And finally, Zook, your lock of the week.
Lock it up.
My
lock it up.
of the week is going to be.
Let them stretch it out. Nice.
Hold on, let me find it here.
While he stretches.
We can go to Nick first. That's
While he
okay.
Yeah, go to
stretches.
Nick.
Nick, what do you got?
Stretches. I think Big Web might be going this way as well. I'm going New Orleans here. New Orleans just seems, especially, I was looking at them as my lock of the week anyway, pending a Derrick Henry decision. And now that he was downgraded from questionable now to out for today, hammers this even further for me that New Orleans is going to get the job done. Not wearing the Kamara jersey today, so the Kamara jersey has been good luck at times. Was not good luck for me against that when they played Frisco. So hopefully I have some good juju going my way, and I can double down and get New Orleans twice as 2 winners today.
Big Web?
I am not going with New Orleans.
No,
I am going with Baltimore all day long, minus
Wow.
that 10 and a half that Zook thinks is so fancy.
It's only 10 on ours, so that's even better for you. Okay, so Dad goes with the Ravens. Zook, what do you got?
All right, now this was weird because I
All
was
right.
actually thinking about going with the Eagles, believe it or not. But I'm not. I don't like them enough to double
Fly,
down on them.
Eagles,
I actually
fly.
really like the Steelers here, minus 2.5 on the road against the Jets. The New York Jets suck complete ass. The Steelers, meanwhile, have their season hanging
Merry
in the
Christmas.
balance yet again. So 8-6, they're competing for a second wild card spot in the AFC with the Titans. So this is a huge game for the Steelers. I like them today.
I might regret this. I'm tripling down on the Packers today. I'm
Wow.
tripling down on the Packers today, +5. It's
Go Pack,
plus
go.
5. You're giving Aaron Rodgers 5. I don't care if it's on the road. You're giving him 5.
That number is a little crazy with
Pretty
Dalvin
wild.
Cook out.
I love it. I see an opening there to really just go at the king. So I think I got a chance.
You got
here.
a point. I mean, you could give Mr. Rogers 5 and he might have a chance.
That's right. That's
True.
not a bad number. All right, so there's our picks, but boys, we're not done yet. We have it's obviously Christmas around here, so we're looking to give some things away. We have some gift cards
You
ready
do the
to go.
trivia. I'm getting the random.
We have a microphone out there now for the
Oh, we do.
crowd.
Nice,
Now,
nice,
what
nice.
we're going to do is, Nick, how are we going to determine who gets a chance at this? It's a trivia question
Yeah.
that I'm going to give to them. They
You-
get 10
so-
seconds to answer.
So you work on the trivia. I'm gonna do the.
We already got one in mind.
Okay, well I'm gonna do the name generator for the people that shared for the other gift card.
Okay, so-
I'm gonna work on that.
Okay, so yeah, everybody who shared on Facebook, if you can go real quick, you need to share like
Yeah.
within 5 seconds of
Yeah,
hearing this.
because I'm
to be in the running.
Right.
You win a $20 gift card. Nick will say who the winner is on that. We'll do a drum roll. How many more do we have to give away today for live audience? Do we have 2?
we have 2 to give away for the live audience, and then we have 1 for online.
Okay, so 2 to give away for the audience. So how are we going to pick who gets a chance to go? I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know.
How's it? I don't know.
Depending on what the trivia question, just raise your hand and you get the mic quick. You guys got to.
Well, no, because they get 10 seconds. This is what's great about the show. We have no idea what we're doing.
Volunteer out there. Let them.
Okay, fine.
figure it out.
All right, who's raising their hand? Who's
Raise
going
their
first?
hand if they
All right,
know it.
Kendall's first. Kendall is here,
If
and
we have
she's
2
going
correct
to name
answers,
it.
if you 2 correct answers,
Wait.
we'll get out 2 gift cards.
Kendall, do a little check on the mic.
Hello.
There he is. We
If
can
you're,
hear it.
if
This
you're
is
both
great.
if you're both right,
She's a pro.
She's
I'm
a pro.
if you're both
Okay.
right, you both get a gift card. How about that?
Oh, I
We
win a
have-
gift
We
card?
have plenty of gift
You win a
cards.
$20 gift card if you can name this. If you can get this trivia question right in 10 seconds.
Is
I'm
this
gonna
football
count down.
related?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's the BOTB football
This is
show.
the
Welcome
football
in.
show, so
Correct.
clock,
team
on the
up.
clock.
And
So here's what's going to happen. Zook, are you still there, by the way?
I'm still there.
Do you want to hang or do you want to go?
I want to hang. I
Okay,
need to see where
Zook
this
wants
goes.
to-
You're hanging. All right. So I'm going to put my hands up so the screen can see too. 10 seconds. You have to name all the teams in the AFC East. Go.
go.
The Patriots. I have no idea.
That's too
Baltimore.
easy.
That's
And you
I
lose.
don't follow
you
this.
lose. Sorry.
All right, got to hand the mic off.
You got to hand the mic off to
We're
somebody
gonna-
else.
Who else wants a shot?
Grant.
Grant, do you want a shot? No, he doesn't want a shot.
It's not one shot.
Anybody else? We can name it. Okay, we'll give you 30 seconds next time. How about that? We'll give you another division. No, you cannot use your phone. Another division, 30 seconds. You got to name all 4
I
teams.
don't know divisions.
Well, you have 30 seconds to think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do AFC
Will you tell me
South,
if I get
that's
one
gonna be
right, so
tough.
then I can go off that?
You were right the first time. You said
Okay.
Patriots, but now I got to do a different division.
Okay.
All right, 30 seconds. Let me get the clock out here, Nick. Hold on a second. Okay, you ready? The AFC South. Go.
Tampa Bay,
That'd be the
Baltimore,
NFC.
Houston,
Keep going.
Tennessee, Miami, Jaguars, North Carolina,
North Carolina.
Tar Heels.
North
are
Carolina
in the
Tar
AFC
Heels.
South.
Panther,
I think she's missing
the
one.
Dolphins, Atlanta,
She's missing one.
Arizona,
No.
That's on the other side of the continent.
All right, that's 30 seconds. Sorry,
St. Louis
Kendall.
Rams.
Sorry, Kendall, you lose.
All right, Kendall, you lose.
Okay, hand it off. Who's next? We
Who's
got
up?
to keep going. We got gift cards to give away here. Gift cards to give away.
Gotta be Vic.
$20. Vicky will step up to the plate.
Oh, God. Okay, I'll give this a try.
So,
Yeah.
Vic, you get 30 seconds. You got to name all the teams in this division. It is the NFC North. Go.
Giants.
No.
Oh, North.
North.
Minnesota.
That's one.
Oh.
Ding, 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 ding.
The Lions.
That's 2. Ding, ding,
two.
ding, ding, ding.
Packers.
That's 3.
three.
Ding, 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 ding.
Chicago.
That's 4.
That's 4. Ding, 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 ding,
All right. Gift card to Vicky. Vicky, do you have anything to say to the folks listening on Facebook? Congratulations.
I'd like to thank all my friends.
Awesome.
Wait, it was a team effort there,
That was
TJ.
team effort.
That was a
$20 gift card to Vicky.
$20
Congratulations to her
gift card.
for winning that from Cafe Telegraph. Now we do, Nick, have one more. Would you like to come up with a trivia question? Do you have any?
No, I'm still working on the people
I
sharing.
got
I'm
one.
monitoring.
Oh, Zook's
Zook's got one.
Nick
Zook's
doesn't
got
have
one.
one.
Zook's got one. Now, I don't know if they can hear you, so just tell me and I can just let them know as well.
Who won the first ever Super Bowl?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think
The
I know.
trivia
I
question
think I know.
is,
Is it-
who won the first ever Super Bowl?
Wait, don't say it yet. Hold on. Well, we got to
I hear
time them. That's the thing.
Oh, I didn't know we were timing them.
Okay.
See, I don't know how this process works.
This is the great show. All right. Laura, are you the next contestant?
No, I can't win.
Okay, she can't win.
Laura can't
You
win.
got anyone else?
How about Mark?
Anyone? Mark?
Holding Mark.
You want a gift card,
Green
Mark?
Bay.
Green Bay. Is that the right answer?
That
No.
is the right answer.
That is the right answer.
Forget the timer. He wins.
That's
All
the
right.
right answer.
Another gift card.
Another
to Mark.
gift card. All right,
Awesome.
now we go
nice,
to
nice.
the randomizer
Ooh,
for
just for shits, can he name who they beat?
Kansas
Wow.
City.
Okay.
Grant knew it.
That was-
Shout out to Grant.
Grant knew it, so Grant gets half of that.
Nice.
Now, Mark Zook was asking, do you know who they beat in that Super Bowl?
The Bears.
The Bears. Is that right, Zook?
Nope.
That's not right.
The Steelers.
Kansas City Chiefs, correct?
I think it's right.
You
Yep.
said?
nice.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, now our final one. I've done the randomizer, and our winner of the gift card for sharing online goes to Schlemmer.
Schlemmer wins. All right.
Alex
Schlemmer,
Schlemmer.
congratulations for winning $20 gift certificate from Cafe Telegraph.
I will
Again,
deliver that, Schlem.
Go ahead and DM us, I guess, on Facebook. Let us know your contact info, or we can just give it to him. I mean, we'll
Yes.
just deliver it to him. So congratulations to Alex Schlemmer. Boys, that's going to do it for
That's
our
gonna do it.
final show here at Cafe T for the season.
Final show
Wow,
for the
wow.
Oh,
season.
actually, no. Sorry. Big Web's best bet of the week. I forgot
we
about
always
that.
get that.
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Forgot about that. My bad.
Boys, last week we had the $100 two-teamer that one pick won, the other pick lost. So we have $20 left in the pot.
$20 left in the pot. Let's blow it all.
Here's what we're going to do.
All right.
We're going to go a three-way parlay for $20. The Saints,
Three-way Pargy.
the Saints, the Chiefs, and the Ravens.
Saints, Chiefs, Ravens.
Three solid favorites today. And just for adding a little excitement,
Okay.
we're reaching in the pocket for $200.
Ooh.
$200.
Big pockets.
Currently
big
on the
pockets.
year, we're down $200. We're reaching in the pocket for $200.
All right.
Oh, my.
Double down, double or nothing,
We're
baby.
rolling in it.
We're gonna
Okay.
Double or nothing.
We're going to take this $200. We're going to do the same bet. Three-way parlay today, ladies and gentlemen. The Saints, the Chiefs, and the Ravens for the big victory.
Saints,
Marky
Chiefs,
Mark's in the
Ravens.
house.
Marky Mark is
Oh,
in the
yeah.
house.
Saints, Chiefs, and Ravens.
Saints, Chiefs, and Ravens.
All
Favorite
right.
city today. They all need to win the football games for different reasons. I love all three of these games.
Love
All
to
right.
see it.
All right. Zook, do you have anything else to say to the crowd here last time at Cafe Telegraph for the season?
Man, just sad I couldn't be there, boys.
Sad you
Great
couldn't
year.
be here.
Thank you so much, Cafe T.
Great year, Cafe T.
And let's get it going to the playoffs, man. I'm ready for some postseason football.
Let's
do it.
Nick, any final thoughts to the crowd?
No. Thank you for everybody that came out to Cafe Telegraph this year, watched online. We'll have the playoff shows, obviously. Thanks to Cafe T for your wonderful hospitality, all our great sponsors. Sarah Barron, Kay, and STL Distillery all have done a great job with us this year. And looking forward to the playoffs and continuing to win these bad boys because I have the most. I'm at the top. I've been at the top all year, and I'm the greatest.
All right, sick. Dad, what do you got?
I would like to thank Chandra and Christian and Wild Bill and the whole staff here at Cafe Telegraph, all our listeners and live audience for coming up all year. I'd like to thank you guys. It's been very fun. Enjoy it. And looking forward to more.
Yeah, kind of like what they said. Thank you to everybody. Cafe T, K. Roberts Remax Gold, Sarah Barron, Family Finance Mortgage, STL Distillery, all the great fans we've had today. Come out here all supporting throughout the season as well. Again, we're not done. We'll be back after Week 17. We'll be off next week, and we'll have playoff shows live from the Brews on the Balcony
Heck
studios,
yeah,
which
heck
will
yeah.
have more gift cards to give away.
More gift cards. We got a lot.
So stay tuned. So
Lot of
congratulations to
gifts.
Schlemmer and everybody that won in studio as well, or in studio, I guess,
Studio.
in the crowd.
In the Cafe Telegraph studios.
Right. And again, if you guys have not been here, you have to come down to Cafe Telegraph, 2650 Telegraph Road, the best smoked meats in town. That'll do it for Week 16. Good luck out there.